All right, guys, so it's probably been close to an hour or hour and a half since I was last on. As you can see, we put the car up on the car's higher. It's like that far from the roof of my garage, and now I got room to work in here. All right, so this piece here, this brace that comes across through here, that one there. All right, it was rusted out right here, so I was going to just cut a little patch out here, but I can't do a patch because, as you can see, it's bent down here, and then it's got a little piece there and all that. I got off the phone with the customer, and the customer said just, patch it up as best you can. Nobody's going to see it, but all right, let's get started. Yes, we'll get you guys right up under here like this. And then I need that guy, because I'm going to try to go straight across through here, because I don't want to get into this. And then we'll have to, there's a spot weld or two right here that we'll have to get into. Pull out enough steel in my eyes. Of course, I need a new one, because this one is so freaking scratched up that I can't hardly see. Fun when a piece of steel goes in your ear. Alrighty then. Now, that's going to be fun welding right there. Yep. Alright. Let's see if we can't build this piece. Alright, so we need to build a pattern. So I'm going to use these edges here as the edge of the piece. So let's see. Let's get that. And let's get that. To there. If I can keep this on here straight. Oh, God, stop moving. There. Now, we got to get that piece there. I don't know if that... There's like a little dip that goes there. And that comes across like that, and then down like that, right? Cut this here and here, and then take this piece and bend it out so it'd be like this here. So we take that piece and we cut it like this, and then we take and bend it out like that. But then we got a round down here at the bottom. Okay. Now I got to go over to the other side and see. I'm pretty sure that I didn't cut anything out on this side. Yeah, that's the original. It's rusty, so I didn't cut. If I cut it, it'd be shiny like that. So both sides here are the original pieces, original side pieces. So let's go cut this out. And because I marked it on the wrong side, should have did it on this side. Balls. Oh, I forgot to hit stop. All right, guys, so I have no idea where that cut off at, but here's what we got. So I took and I cut the piece down here because this piece here's got to come out. Let's see if we can't get this straightened up here. So let's see. I think I'm gonna put it like that. It needs to go like this. So that piece needs to go. That ain't gonna work. Let's take. Can we go? Not without bending it. I have an idea. Hold on. Oh, wrong way. All right. Battery's going dead. Yep. Don't you love it? Now I gotta get me a. Oh, I wish they had designed these things a little. You gotta compress them two little pieces right there, and they don't compress that great. I wish they'd do something else. Hey Milwaukee, if you're watching this, you know, it probably wouldn't be that hard to put like a little, see how these have the buttons here when you pull it off? It wouldn't be that hard to maybe put like just one little push button right here that you could push in and pull out instead of these two like that, because those are hard to get out. Anyway, my rant for today. That should be good enough. Let's see. Yeah. Now move. Like that. Now, ooh, that's too big. Or is it? That too big? Yeah, it's too big. Need a smaller one. All right, guys, I'm gonna go see what I got out back. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so I got this guy here. This guy is gonna sit right here like this. Oh, and somehow I'm gonna get that bent. Wondering, can we take this and set it there maybe. And then we'll have to pound the hell out of it, maybe. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. So, wonder. So let's do a relief cut in it like that, because this is thick. That's some thick steel right there. And then we can take this. All right, guys, there's what we got so far. I can't put the little bendy loop, whatever it is right there. So I'm just gonna have to do it like this. It'll work. All right, guys, so we got it cut in here. So I'm thinking it's probably, I can't get behind it, but anyway, it's gonna go up like that. This here will weld to that piece in there, and then probably going to end up having to trim it just a little bit. But this piece here, this bottom piece here goes to that piece there like that. So I have to build that piece, which is this one here. It goes across here, and I think that piece there, it just goes up into here, and then it kind of elbows out like that, and it's welded between the floor and the rocker panel there. So I got this piece to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start on this piece here, which kind of sucks. Well, maybe I can get to it from in here, I think, and down here. So let's get that piece built. We'll put this piece to the side for now, and then we'll get this piece built here. So let's get to working on that. Yeah, it's not the best in the world, but it'll work, I guess. Alrighty then. Let's grab a piece of sheet metal. Alright. So this is a piece that I found over there that I already bent in the metal rake. So I think it might work. Right about there somewhere. That's what I'm thinking. Lots and lots of trimming, but yeah. So if we line that guy up right there. Quit moving. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's get a rough estimate on this here. And then let's get a rough estimate on is here. It's about right there. Alrighty then. Now let's go cut it. I don't know how I'm going to cut this. I guess, let's see. Let's take this one. And we'll mark it right there. And then we'll just kind of eyeball it as I go down through there. It's the only thing I know to do. Now, I got to probably again crooked. Now we can put these back down here. All right, we got her cut out, got her trimmed off. You know, I'm not particularly liking that bend. But that's gonna go right up in there, about to the liking of that right there. Now, I'm not wondering if right here I have to bend this in right here. If I do, that means down here on this bottom side, it's got to be bent in. And if it does, that's going to be awesome. I'm not thinking this goes all the way down to the bottom. Or maybe it does, I don't know. But what I could do, let's see, is I could cut it here, could put a little cut right there, and then I could bend that piece. I don't know if it's this piece that needs to be bent, or if it's this piece that needs to be bent. I think this piece here goes down like this and then down there. This piece in here is the one that's bent, I believe. Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna have to bend that right there. It's gonna have to go out and down like this, and I can't do it with that bend in it. So, I guess we flatten this out, put our bend in it. No. Wait. We put this up here, like that, right there. So if we take that's crookeder than my grandma's. Yeah. Right? This corner lines up. That piece lines up. And it's actually below that. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut this off right here. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut that off right there, cut it down through here so that this edge just goes down to here, and then this, bend this here in the L shape or whatever. That's what I'm going to have to do. Okay, let's get set up. It needs to go this way. I have to come all the way out here. Dang it. Okay, so I bent that in the brake, but now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go like an inch past it and bend it back. So let's put a mark right there, right? First off, we're going to have to take this a little too far. And more. A little more. There we go. There we go. Now we got her. Now we need to put this here. This needs to go this way. Ow, my fingers. And then this needs to go there we go. Okay, Now let's see if ADHD things worked out, or if I got this right. Nope, I did not. I got it about a 1/4 inch too short. And I got the bend way off. See that, guys? You can screw up. I'm human. I screwed up. I got it way off. So, attempt number 2. Alright guys, so here's what I did. I went back, and since I messed up on the panel, I went back and redone the whole thing over again. I just didn't bother to record it. So that's what I'm doing here. That's why you see me welding the panel in, because I went back and redid the whole thing over. Alright, let's get into it. So I just got to weld this thing in, so I don't know if I'm going to bore you with welding it in or not. Maybe I'll just weld it in and I'll come back once I've got it all done, because my phone is getting kind of full, so I'm going to have to go in and dump a bunch of something or something. I don't know. Alright guys, I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so I made the mistake of leaving my welding gas on. I forgot to turn it off the last time I used it. That's been over 2 or 3 weeks ago. So all my gas leaked out. So I was able to get a few tacks in it, not many, but a few tacks. I tell you though, guys, I'm going to have to pick me up a new welder. I can't. I've had that welder since 2010, 2008, 2010. I don't know, it may be older than that. I don't know. I think I may have gotten it when I was in college, and that was in 2007. So, yeah. I think it's time for... When I was welding here a minute ago, it felt like I was getting feedback through the welder or through the panel. So I'm not for sure. I ground the ground clamp here. I don't have but one side. It broke off the other side. See, so I've only got this side. So I ground that. I ground the metal, and it still felt like I was getting feedback through the. When I put my hand on the panel with the glove on to steady my gun, it felt like I was getting feedback through my fingers. So not really sure on what that's about, but again, you know, that's about an 18-year-old welder, 15-year-old welder, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can't get me a new one. Probably after this job, I'm going to try to crutch this one through. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I think, guys, I'm going to end this here. It's probably going to be a pretty long video as it is. So yeah. Oh, by the way, again, on my short down there, old Mortsky Repair come through Billings a couple of weeks back, or a week back, or whenever it was, I don't know. Stopped and fueled up at the truck stop out in Lockwood. Pretty sure that's where it was at the Flying J out there, or the one across the street. I can't remember. There's two that's right across. The interstate's in the middle. There's a Flying J on this side, and then there's one on this side. This side over here has the McDonald's in it. Pretty sure that's where he was at, but yeah. So, like I said in my short, Mortsky, you know, if you're ever back through Billings or whatever, I know I'm not a big YouTube channel, but I'll show you a good time. You know, I got there's a few junkyards we could check out. There's you know, in this video that you was saying, that guy 406 anyway, 406, the 406 guy, you said, you know, he's got that Dodge Charger. I can take you somewhere and show you a Dodge Charger sitting up on blocks. It's not for sale, but I can take and show it to you. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it there. I'm blah, 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 on enough. So, listen, guys, hit that like button down there. Hit that subscribe button down there. I want to thank you guys for the last video. 400 and something views or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. Thank you guys so much. Now I finally know what you guys want to see. So, let's get into it. Alright? Remember, guys, if your project's ignored, it'll never get restored. So get out there in the garage. Do something. Fix something. Work on something. If not anything, just go out and clean the dust off your project and be like, I wonder if I could do anything. You never know. Cleaning some dust off your project, you might, the next thing you know, you might have it stripped down and almost ready for paint. So get out there in the garage and do something, all right? All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.